Okay, so today we left off, today's day 284, but we left off at day 281 with this website right here that I tried to, this is the website that I tried to replicate, and this is what we have so far. So the next section that I'm going to do is this black section over here. I'm just going to give it a div of black because it's so unorganized at this point that I don't even know what section is what. So we're just gonna give it a div. We're gonna give it a class black. And real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and kind of sketch off what I want to do here. So I'm just gonna take this and delete that. Okay. Let's see. So I'm thinking, oh my god, that's really, okay, let's turn the size down. Okay, I'm thinking this could be a div. Come on, why is it like this? Okay, let's save this. Control S. Control S. Just save it in desktop. And let me open this on the whiteboard. I think I had one of the fonts right here. Alright, so let me go to the side and let me upload images, quick access, this one. Okay, so the plan is to make the whole thing, of course, the black box is a border in itself. It's already going to be a div black. And then inside we're going to have okay, so inside this is going to be one div. This is going to be another div. This is going to be one div. This is going to be another one. This is going to be one. This is going to be another one. This is going to be one. And this is going to be another one. And I think that I'm going to have this be one. And this be one also. And this be one. And then I think that I'm going to have this also be one. And I think that's what I'm going to do. So this one will probably be something like div class, or we could do an ID of I don't know, man, top, I don't care. And then that's our div, and then inside we have two divs. So this one is going to be div, and we can give it an ID of title. Is that how you spell title? 2 T's or 1 T? Title, 2 T's, I think, yeah. And it's going to be, inside it's going to be an H1 of our impact, and then close H1, and then you're going to close the div. Can't even see that. And then this one is going to be div ID, I'm going to say B paragraph, so BP, and then I'm going to do a paragraph tag, and I'm going to write our efforts, blah blah blah, and then end paragraph tag, and then end the div, and then this one it's going to be another div, and I'm going to give this a class of card because, well, it's a class of card. So you know what I'm thinking? I don't know. enclose the div, but then I want it to be a grid. Do I make the entire thing a grid, or do I make like a actual another container here and make it a grid? What to do, what to do. I don't know. I think it's easier if I have this as like a container and then I have it into two, maybe. And then I'll have this. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Unless I could do the whole thing into one grid and then have this be like taking up like half the size. I don't like that though. I don't know. Okay, inside the card we have a div, and I'm gonna give this an ID of number, and it's just gonna be an H1 176, and then the div is gonna close, and then we have a div. I'm gonna give it an ID of number paragraph, and then it's gonna be like a paragraph tag, and I'm gonna do chapters, blah 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 blah, close paragraph, and then div, I think. And then the whole thing, the way I'm gonna set it up is that, let's see, so I think the top, right, is gonna be, well, the container itself is black, right? So the container itself is gonna be like div, right? We already called it class black, right? So I'm gonna do dot black, and then I feel like we're gonna have a background, you know, I just have a feeling that the background is gonna be black, you know what I mean? And then I think I'm gonna give it a display of grid, and then I'm gonna do grid template columns. I can't even spell right now. I'm gonna do grid template columns. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one FR so that it's only one column. So like this whole thing would be treated as one column. And then I'll do like another grid. So I'll do like, so in here, hold on, where's this thing? I'll do like, this thing will be another grid. Something like that. And so I'm gonna call that like div class black inside or something, I don't know, black grid, black and then everything else is going to be inside there. And so I'll do like dot black grid, and I'll do display grid, right? And then I'll do grid template columns, and I'll do 3 repeat 3 times 1FR, and then I'll do, I mean, we could do justify around, justify space, I mean justify content space, wow, I can't speak, justify content space around. This is gonna be so annoying. But then how do I get it to be centered in the middle? I think I would have had to do, so like I think even before that I'm gonna have to make like another container that contains these 3 and call that container actually I'll call this container, give it a class of black grid, and then I'll change the yellow class to be grid content. Oh wait, but we have that already. So I'm gonna do B grid content, I think. B grid content. And so then what I can do for the blue is I can be like, okay, for dot black grid, I need the display to be flex, and then I'll do justify content center so that it centers in the middle, and then so that it goes all the way to the in the middle vertically. I'm going to do align items center, and then that should get it to the middle. And then each card, which is dot card, right? So should be I think we're good. But then maybe the top div. So like we have the top div. So the top div, let's see, can be, it should be up there. I think if we just give it a certain width, no, that would be like top P. Oh my god, I could have just done, I don't need to give these IDs. I can just do top P and then like give it a width of certain pixels. Okay, this is the plan. We're going with it. Okay, let's start. All right. All right. So this is the plan we're going with. So okay, I'm gonna go here to the container. Again, I'm gonna start with a class called black. Inside this class, I'm gonna have the div. I'm gonna give it a class called black content. And inside black content, I'm gonna have div class black grid. Just so everything's consistent. So in the grid, and then I'm also gonna have a div ID of top. I'm gonna say black top. And inside, again, we're gonna have an H1. It's gonna say our impact, and then a paragraph saying our efforts are paying off. See what we accomplished so far. And then inside the black grid we have cards. So I'm gonna give an idea of card. And inside the cards we have a div ID of black number, which is just an H1 of 176, and we're gonna end that div. And then we have a div with an ID of black. I don't need to do that. Black paragraph, right? I don't even need to give these IDs. But I do need to like move it though. Yeah, no, I don't need to give these IDs. I just do H1 176 and then just do that, and then just write a little paragraph here. Chapters and student clubs, and then that should cover the card, and there should be 3 of those. cards inside the black grid. And then I think I did everything, possibly, I don't know. Did we do the container, the black grid, the card? I think we got everything. So now let me just, so we should have the HTML over here at the bottom. Yep, here it is. That's the HTML. See, pretty much everything is just a CSS. Okay, so let's start with our black class. Let's go to the bottom. Let's do black background, and let's get that color with my color picker. Just get it your Chrome extension store, your local Chrome extension store. Okay, so that's good. And then we have, what did I say? I don't even know what I was saying. I can't even speak. I don't even know what I was saying. Let's just make everything white for now. Oh, I was gonna make it display grid, but it's already like that though. Display grid, grid template, columns, 1FR. So that maybe when I target the top, I think it's called black top. I can give it, what was I gonna do? Padding 10 pixels. Was it not called black top? Yeah, black top. Oh. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. So then let me just do black grid. And I'm gonna give it a display of grid. And I'm just gonna copy this. Hold on. And I'm gonna do repeat 3 times 1FR. So that should move the things. If it works properly. Is this thing fine? Black grid is not. Oh, it's a class. Whoops. Dot. There we go. And now, so that it's at the center, I'm going to take the content. Did I make another one? It's at the center, right? Yeah. So I'm going to take, no, over here, I'm going to do grid content. Is it a class or a, oh, it's a class and it's black content, not grid content. Okay, and then I'm going to give that a display of flex so that everything is centered. So I'm going to do justify content center, align items center, and now I'm going to do 100 VH so you can actually see it. And then I want it to have flex direction columns so they're on top of one another. Why is it like that? That's so ugly. Black top can maybe have a flex. Is it, if it's like flex direction, actually justify, just, oh, I don't want the content in the center, I want it at the left. Does that change anything? Left, what about left? What do you call it then? Justify content, start. Oh my god. I can't even spell. Start. That's what I said. Does that not what I said? Justify content, start. Oh, whoops. That's what I meant. Okay, and then black top, and then we want to give the black content margin of 10 pixels, so there's space between that. maybe like 50. And then black top, I'm gonna do, okay, so we have black top H1 can have a font size of 25 pixels. Really? 55 pixels. And then black top paragraph should have a width of, let's say, 100 pixels. What about 200 pixels? Nice. And then we can give it a font size of 30 pixels. And then change the width, adjust the width to maybe 300 pixels. That's actually really bad. How about 350? Alright. And then I want there to be, from the black top, I need there to be a margin to the bottom so that there's space between the heading 1 and the paragraph of, let's say, 10 pixels. Whoops. Wait. Oh, no, sorry. I meant over here, the H1. There we go. And then, the font size for the grid, for the card H1 can have a font size of 55 pixels. I feel like it's so small. And then dot card P can have a font size of 30 pixels. And then let me go over here and see what they have. So victories and volunteer hours in 2019. 703 victories. And then it's 128K, I think, in 2019. That's what it said. We could definitely make this a little bit bigger. So let's go back to the black thing and make it like 200 pixels. See what that looks like. It still looks really bad. 300 pixels? Why is it not moving? Like, what? That's so weird. Oh, whoops. I think, girl messed up. Grid, template, rows, 100 VH is what I meant to do. Yeah, here we go. So we're gonna have to really make this a little bit bigger, actually. So font size, I think we're gonna go to 155. I'm just gonna add 100 there, 100 to everything at this point. 30. See, that's what we're not gonna do. Sorry, like, come on, 100. That's a lot. 50. Oh, this is not what I meant. 20. Pixels. And then a width of maybe 200. No, I meant the paragraph. 500? Okay, and then we can do the same thing, margin. Okay. Yeah. What was I thinking? Like, was I not looking at this? Okay. Each one is definitely not. It's like actually really small. And it's actually capital. It's all uppercase. So text. Wait, did I forget how to do it? Text transform? Am I going crazy? Oh, okay, I'm not going crazy. Okay. And it's actually way small. Okay, perfect. And then let me just look. Our efforts are paying off. So the paragraph is bolded. So font weight bold. Okay. No. Okay. And then we need that sentence there. So the paragraph needs to be like, there we go. Okay, good. Now these need to be kind of like the same size. Actually, they need to be bigger. So the numbers need to be way bigger. So maybe 100 pixels. I think that's good. Maybe 120. Yeah. And then the, what do you call the things? What do you call the, no. Hello? There we go. I must have messed up in this, in the HTML. Paragraphs. No. Why is it like that? That's really weird. Let's see what we can do about it. So first of all, I need it to be more centered. So for the yellow, what? Did I give it a border of yellow? Black, black grid. Oh, here it is. Okay, so maybe I need this to be a width of like, I don't know, 1,000 pixels. Or maybe a height of 1,000 pixels. That's really bad. And oh, but then it's not gonna work out. Hold on. Oh, that's why I did another grid. So before that, I would do like, hold on, black grid, right? And then before that, I'll put like a div class, like center grid, so we can center that grid. So this should be, we have the black grid, and then we have a center grid. And then maybe what I can do for the CSS down here is I can do dot center grid display flex. And I can just kind of copy it from where I have it over here. Okay, nice. But I don't want it to be, what if I just, but that's the thing, that's not what I want. I want, yeah, it's not working out. How do I get it to be in the center? And like, why is it like that also? And first of all, let me get this color. So for the paragraphs, I think, what is it, font, I mean, it's just color, and then hex. No, not that paragraph, the other paragraph. It just should be somewhere right here. So each card, maybe if I just draw it out. Interesting. So maybe we can give it a display of, oh, I know. Just give it a grid gap of 1 em, but not here though. This one. And I don't think we need this. And maybe do this. We could do a grid gap of 3 em. We could definitely make the numbers bigger. Or maybe less bigger, so like 30. Oh my god. And then we can align the paragraphs to be at the center, so text align center. Save that. That should be at the center. That's really bad. Hold up. So why is it so bad? Why is this one so weird? Right? And then, oh, because we haven't aligned the numbers in the center. So text align center. But these are not in the center, are they? They're not in the center. Ugh. Yeah, they're not. These are not in the center. So I think it's just the victories. I can do card P and give this a specific ID of like Vic. Right? And then over here, instead of card P, I'll just do hashtag Vic and align that in the center. Actually, I don't want to align it to the center. What am I? Okay, I'm gonna go crazy. I mean, align it to the left. Okay, there. And we also want this to be a little slightly less. Why do I keep reloading the wrong page? Why did it do that? Rude. Maybe if I give the grid content a width, like black content, black grid, I could give it a width. Like each row, grid, template, rows, 100 WH or WH. Why does this happen? How about I just simply give it a width since it wants to be like that. 100 WH. Really? Really? I don't know what to tell you. Okay, how about I do... Man, at this point... I think it's fine. And then we have to do the blue part, which is somewhere, I don't know where. Hold on, I'm just gonna copy and paste. I don't have time for this. The Surfrider, let me just paste where that is. Okay, over here, see? These are the little lines, and I don't really think we really need one. So, let's go all the way back down to the black section where this is our efforts, and then here, wait, one line, I'm just gonna delete these, and I'm gonna do line, I think I'm gonna do line 4. Should have one there. And then I'm going to do hashtag line 4. And I'm going to give it a height of 50 pixels. Jesus, 25 pixels. 30 pixels. Whatever, anyway. Position relative to the, not to the card, to black top H1. And then we can do like from the top, let's see 20 pixels where we are. Okay, so I want from the bottom go like, I don't know, 100 pixels up. 200 pixels up. Okay, and then I need this to have a Z index of 1, while this has a Z index of -1. Not again. 0, 2, -5, 0. Like, I don't know what you want me to do with my life at this point. Like, why doesn't this work? Oh my god. Oh, I want this to be in the back, duh. This to be in the front though, but not that much back. This one. 2. Really? So you know what I'll do maybe? I could just move it. Like outside. Oh, that's horrible. Really? Oh. I forgot to close it. No wonder. Let's see if it works now. It should work, although. -1. It's not working. But I want this to be at the top. Why is it like that? That's so annoying. Okay, so we take this, right? Oh my god, I'm literally so annoyed. So how do we do this one? We had it inside section 2, and if I go back and try to find it over here, we did a background and then a width. Z index, length, -1, and then 1. So I did what did I do? Okay, is it C index -1 and then this one 1. Really? Well, what am I supposed to do now? Yeah, okay, this is not gonna work. So I'm just gonna leave it where I should have it. I'm just gonna comment it out. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it like that. So yeah, I'm pretty much done at this point. I just have to remove those borders. Okay, that's it. That's all there is for today.